Hi friends, welcome back to my session, and in this session we are going to learn about how to deploy the SQL scripts over Azure pipelines. Because every time whenever a SQL developer has developed some queries in order to deploy over the SQL database, so is that required he need to connect to the SQL database? Yes, manually he need to connect to the SQL database and he need to execute the queries and he need to done the steps. But instead of doing that, as a DevOps engineer, how we can deploy the SQL scripts over the SQL database with the help of the pipeline. Whenever he had pushed the query file into the Azure repo, it will automatically pulled and deployed over the targeted SQL database. How that will be done, everything we are going to discuss in this session. Okay, as I already created the SQL Azure SQL Server and Database Engine in the last session, without creating the new one, I am going to use the same one. If you have any queries, you can refer the previous class, then you will get the better understanding how we are going to create the Azure SQL Server. Under the Azure SQL Server, how we are going to create the Azure SQL database. Okay, just click here. Just please have observed, as I have one database server and I have one database, that is dev test db1. It is the database. Fine, open. Okay, it is loading. This is the server name, and as I know, dev test is a username. So if I want to connect, I will show it to you. So with the help of the Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio, I am going to connect. Otherwise, if you want to disconnect, you can disconnect, and if you want to connect, again it will ask the same. You need to here just please dev test db server dot is it same, just clearly verified. Otherwise, if you have any query, you can replace. Fine. SQL Server authentication, dev test is username and password is, as I know the password, I am going to enter the password. Okay, fine. So you will be able to connecting to the database server. First of all, initially with the help of this, you will be able to connect to the database server. So under this database server, how many databases you have, that many databases you will be able to connect and perform the queries, or you have whatever the data. If you want any do modification, you can do. So right now the database name is dev tested db1 is the database. So in that database only I have the tables. So what are the tables I have right now? As I have only one table with me, that is I think employee one table. Just please have a look at it. Is it employee one or employee? Yes, employee one table. But inside of this employee one, we don't have any data because of, as I already truncate this employee one table, because of only table remains, all the data has been deleted. Fine. Then what I will do? I need to create the pipeline. For that, I need to create the script. So how the script will be done? So just click on new query. Okay, query. You just need to deploy the script. As I already have the script, I am going to show to you. So this is the script which I had made. Okay, fine. I will do one thing. I will copy here. Otherwise, yes. Okay. Select. No, not select. So what I will do? What I will do? Just a moment. Fine. Here, just please take this. So fine. I am going to copy the content and open this tool. So instead of doing that, what I will do, so no, without having the confusion, just copy paste it. So here what I need to done, I need to create the employee table 11 as it is not there. I have only the employee table 1. So I need to create the new table employee 11. Okay. And I need to insert the data employee 11. Okay. Here also employee 11. Okay. Fine. Here also employee 11. Because of as we are creating the table employee 11 and the data will be inserted into this employee table 11 only, so that's why I am going to modify. I just want to make the this is the, suppose if you think assume this is a query which has been provided by the developer SQL developer to you in order to deploy the same over database. So what the how you will be able to do with the help of the Azure pipeline. Fine, just save this. Okay, you have the save. Okay, where you are going to save, suppose I am going to save on the desktop. Okay, desktop SQL script. Okay, I am going to get a SQL script for employee 11. Fine, I am going to save on the desktop, just okay, and it will be saved on the desktop. Fine, what you need to do, you need to create the pipeline. So here from here our activity starts. Just please have a look on it. So as I already have the project A for my lab purpose, I'm going to open the project A, and here just go to repo, and in repo he will push into the repo. Suppose if you want to create some other branch, or repo1.git. Otherwise you are going to use this repo1 as well. So if you want to create the new branch, okay, instead of using the new branch br6 or br9. Okay, from where, so from main branch. While creating new branch, it will take reference of another branch. Suppose if you are creating branch from the main branch, what are the contents which are lying under the main branch, that will be replicated here. If you want, you can continue, otherwise you can remove. So what I will do, I will remove, these are not required for me, so that's why I am going to remove, delete, commit. Yeah, readme file is also not required for me, so that's why I'm going to delete this as well. Fine, as I don't have right now, as I don't have any files in my branch, I just want to upload one file which has been shared by the developer with me, that is Azure SQL script. So browse where it is, as it is on desktop, just go here and just check for SQL script for employee 11. Fine, okay, commit. Once you have commit, it will be successfully stored in the Azure repo. Fine. Here we have the two kinds of pipelines are there, build pipeline as well as release pipeline. Here in this scenario, did we need to create the build pipeline? No, it's not required, because of here, if suppose if it is code, we need to copy the files and we need to build the code. But here it is not required to build any kind of code here, because here we don't have any code here. We have just script here. We need to execute the script also. That's why we can skip the option of build pipeline. Simply what we will create? We will create release pipeline. Okay, just go for release. Yeah, here click on new. New release pipeline will be created. New release pipeline. Okay, fine. Just go close here. You can add the stage further as well. So if you want to SQL employee 11, otherwise DB server dev tester DB1, dev tester DB1 database. Okay, SQL dev tester DB1 database. Fine. here as in place of artifact, I need to select what? SQL script. It is in project A and where it is in Azure repo. So that's why I need to select the Azure repo, and which project it was? Project A. And what is the source? Repo. Repo is the source. And under which branch? Branch 9. BR9. Okay. And latest from the default branch. What is the latest file is there? It will pull the latest only. And source, you just need to add. Fine. It's added. You want to add stage. Just click on stage. Fine. Empty job. Here you can select SQL script deployment on dev tester DB database. SQL script C. SQL script deployment on dev tester DB database. Okay, fine. And I need to add the tasks. Fine. Run agent. Which agent I need to run? So I will select here. Okay, which agent? So Azure SQL. Here you need to SQL. Azure SQL Database Deployment. Just add the agent here. You are just adding the task. So this task need to be performed. So just click on here and display name. If you want to change anything, you can change. Otherwise, you can leave as it is. And Azure connection. Azure Resource Manager. Okay, as we already have the service connection, I am going to use the same service connection. Fine. And authentication type, it's a SQL Server authentication. And what is a Azure SQL Server? So this is the server. Okay, I need to mention the server name. And what the database? So the database is DB1. You just need to in this database only the script will need to be deployed. Okay, and login. My name, my username, dev tester. Password, as I know, I am going to mention my password. Okay, and deploy type SQL script file. Where is the SQL script? I need to select where it was. Okay, as I selected. And did I need to done anything? No. Just click on save. Okay, and you need to release this pipeline. Click on create release. Okay, and if you want to describe anything, you can mention here. Otherwise, click on create. Just click on release. So you will be able to see what's happening on the background. So as it is waiting for the hosting in Windows environment. So as it is in process, as it has been initialized the job, and it has been downloaded the artifact. Here in this artifact is SQL script, and it is processing the task which we had set. If everything has been successfully done, then the script will be successfully deployed over dev tester db1 database, and the same will be replicated. So with the help of the tool, we can be able to check whether the table has been successfully created or not, and at the same time the content will be successfully inserted on that particular table or not. Yes, the script has been succeeded, means the deployment has been succeeded. So here, if you go here and if you refresh here, then you will be able to see the employee 11 table, and the data also will be there in that. So I'm going to expand the databases. So under which database we had deployed? Dev tester DB1. So here I am going towards the tables. Okay, I'm just expanding the tables. In this table you will be able to say the employee 11 table as well. Then only our pipeline has been succeeded. Yes, successfully my table has been created. And if I want to check whether the content has been deployed or not, select top 1000 rows. It will be displayed here. Just wait for a moment. It will be display the content. Yes, it has been done. Successfully the table has been created and the content will be entered into the table as well. This is the process how we are going to create the pipeline for the SQL script deployment. Fine. If I want to do it in automation, in the meanwhile, if I want to edit pipeline, so here continuous deployment trigger. If I enable this, whenever there is a new script pushed into that Azure repo, automatically the trigger will be started. It will be started or not, just have a look. Suppose I will do one thing. So go to repos and go to branch line and open the SQL script and edit. Okay, here I am going to mention Ganeshan. Okay, I am going to mention Ganeshan. Otherwise, I am going to enter the new script. So employee 12, employee 12, employee 12, employee 12, employee 12, and here I mentioned Sai and Nama 2, okay, tester 1, tester 2, okay, and mail. Fine. Everything has been done. Just commit the file. So here I just commit the file without doing anything. Here, because of that continuous deployment trigger, it will automatically release the pipeline. Just whether it has been done or not, just we will have a look on it. Go to release. Okay. Fine. Just a moment. You will have a look on it. Is this okay? As I already committed, just a moment. Edit pipeline. Sorry, it's not enabled. Create a release. Yes. Yes. Pull trigger request. Select branch. Branch 9. Okay. Fine. It will trigger now. So save. I need to save. So earlier I didn't save that. So that's why it is not at all reflecting. So again I am going to okay. Tester 21. Edit. Tester 21. I make some changes. I just make the commit. So once I had committed here, then automatically just go back to release pipeline. It needs to be triggered. Yes, it has been triggered or not? Yes, it has been triggered right now. It is in the process. If you click here, it is downloading the artifact and the process is going on. And automatically the script will be deployed. Whenever the developer pushes the code into the Azure repo, automatically without your intervention, automatically the pipeline will be triggered and automatically it will be deployed over the targeted database without any manual intervention. This is called automation. So without disturbing anything. So here there is a called a pipeline. So sequential of tasks. Here I don't need to manually involve. I need to connect to the database server. I need to deploy. This is all the manual works now. So here I'm just making the pipeline. With the help of the pipeline, everything will be deployed automatically. So in progress, it is deploying. So just a moment, whether it has been succeeded or not. Sometimes if there is any error in the SQL script, at that time it is showing as failed. So at that time you need to inform to the developer or the requester who had provided the script. You can inform to them. So as we already tried to deploy the script over the pipeline, but we have facing command issue. Just please have a look on the script. Maybe there is a chance there is kind of errors on it. Okay, in this way, actually for this kind of deployment we will generally receive a request or whichever the technical tool we are used in the real-time environment. On the real-time environment we are getting the request to deploy the things. So based on the things we are getting on the request, we are going to make these pipelines or deployments like this. Okay, it will deploy automatically. Okay, so if you want to see, just wait for a moment. Agent job succeeded. Deployment is in progress. So for deployment it is taken time. No worries. So if you refresh here, then you will be able to see the employee table 11. It will take some time. It is not at all deployed. So that's why it is not at all reflecting here. I hope the agent job succeeded. Okay. Is it in deployed? Yes, the script has been successfully deployed. It is succeeded. So then we can check from here and we can refresh here. We can refresh here. Just a moment, you can refresh here. You can make the refreshing always. So then you will be able to see the employee table 12. Yes, the employee 12 table has been successfully created. Okay, in this way we will make the automation for doing the SQL scripts to be deployed over Azure pipelines. Okay guys, hope you guys enjoy the session, and do not forget to subscribe my channel, because of with a lot of efforts I would like to make these videos. Okay, and this is for your knowledge purpose, and you can refer it for knowledge, to get the knowledge how we are going to create the pipelines, how we are going to make the basic SQL servers. So everything, not only the servers. So I am going to topic wise now, then you will get the better understanding. Just do not forget to subscribe my channel. Then we will meet up in the next session with the new topic. Until signing off, thank you, bye bye.